Okay. Hello there. All right. So, well, Matt.
We are back, baby. We are back and live. Thanks everyone for
Hello.
tuning in. It is so good to see everyone's faces, except for Jade Fox has not appeared yet here. Thanks for everyone tuning in. I'm going to get Marina's cameras going here. Mark, why don't you say hello to the wonderful, beautiful fans out there? 20,000 strong on Instagram now.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. What's that, Alex?
Oh no, it's just cheering, man. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
that's awesome. Matt's been doing a great job with our socials. But yes, thank you. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a little bit since our last stream. We're getting back to it. We're doing our best. It's been busy, tumultuous times for everyone. So while Matt gets us up and running, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into our recap here. Matt, are we good to go for recap?
We are good to go for recap.
All right.
You want to do introductions first, real quick here?
Oh yeah. See, already forgetting where we are.
Hey.
With me, of course, I am your DM. We are running our Light as Xerixis heavily modified campaign. I've wrote a lot to add on to this to get a little more out of the campaign. I felt it was a little, it didn't have quite enough to it. But so with me on this incredible journey, we have coming back from a step away, we have the Jade Fox, played by.
Hey everyone, I am the Jade Fox, played by Marina. It's good to be back. I missed my boys.
It's good to have you back. Really, really is. A little bit of sense in this group. We also have playing our wonderful amorphous Nico, Alex.
Hey everyone, it is I, Alex, still playing your lovable plasmoid Nico. Great to be back. Wonder what kind of shenanigans we can get into today.
And of course, we also have our Rootin' Tootin' Tin Man, played by
Aiden here, running up with the Tin Man. See if we can shoot a straight shot tonight.
And last, of course, but certainly not least, the man behind the glasses, the man with the vest. We have Valen Yosei being played by.
How's everyone doing tonight? My name is Matthew Roberts. I am so happy to be back here and playing with everyone tonight. We've had a few weeks off here and just everyone kind of in transition, but we're back. And it's great to see everyone. We've had so much happening. We broke 20,000 fans on Instagram, which was such a milestone, and we're chugging along. We're going to be at 25,000 here probably before the end of the month. It's crazy. So much love. So thank you so much for showing up and supporting us there. And if you're watching there or YouTube or Twitch, thank you so much. This is all for you guys. We love making the show and we love sharing it. So yeah, we're back. I'm super excited. And I've missed it. I've missed it so much. It's been on my mind all day. So, I don't have too much news for now. We have a lot of great projects coming out. Of course, Table of Tales is going to be coming out very, very soon. All the edits are just about done. Partners have seen some of the cuts. We're getting ready to release it here, and I can't wait. It is amazing. The level of content we made for this show is just words can't describe it. You're gonna have to witness it and watch it. So tune back in maybe a few weeks. I'll have a release date here shortly on when it'll be out, and you can watch all the Dirty Dice Club great games that we're producing and making over here. But I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let Mark take it back over and jump back into this recap. Fill us in on what happened last time.
All right. Previously on Echo of the Astral Sea, our pairs finished their business at Almander Star Charts and the Lever in Action, respectively. Jade stepped away to partake in some reconnaissance, leaving Nico to locate Tin Man and Valen. After meeting up, they stalked the parade grounds, Nico figuring out ranges and Tin Man searching out sightlines for his grisly work. Nico let slip that Jade had purchased some bombs, but remains tight-lipped on any further information, despite Valen's prodding. Tin Man notices a shimmering object in the sky, and when pointing it out to Valen, Valen's entire demeanor shifts. Valen explains that it's a star moth, proof that the Zrixian Navy has a presence here and it's watching closely. A voice calls out to Valen, an old acquaintance from his Navy days, Candaeus Sunburst, who attempts to rope the two of them into doing some errands with him. At first, things are amicable until Valen attempts to pull a fast one, landing a hit, but frozen as Candaeus explains that Valen's attempts to return to good standing in the Zrixian social circles are for naught. He's been excommunicated and labeled traitor for murdering a cousin of the royal family, Valen's own wife. Nico defuses Candaeus and his attempts to call in reinforcements by destroying a device he had pulled from his pocket, leaving the Astral Elf exacerbated and irritated. He dangles a piece of information in front of Valen, suggesting that if they work together this afternoon, Valen might uncover something important about the hero maid he procured on the Nautiloid that somehow Candaeus knows about. Following along, Nico and Valen confront some refugees who are working for Candaeus, tasked with getting the money they owe the Zrixian. In an attempt to make it appear as though a point was made, Nico attempts to crush some barrels with his magic. This wings a couple of the hiding workers before the spell is sent back toward Nico via some odd floating ooze that seeped from the crushed barrels. The ooze dissipated once the effect was complete, but the panicked workers pleaded with an inert warforged named Tarkai 10, who activated and began bearing down on Nico and Valen before being stopped by a declaration from Nico. "You are dead. I heard the story, and it was one of my favorites Tin Man ever told me." Moved to be remembered, Tarkai 10 removes the installed autonome head used to replace his own, and strides through a wall on its way somewhere. Returning to Candaeus, Valen and Nico say their goodbyes, Valen trying to leave on amicable terms, while Nico steals the very pouch of coins they'd gone in there to get. As we return, Valen and Nico, this corner of the docks district is quiet. You can hear the creaking of the damaged workshop behind you and the distant stomps and eventually yelping of surprise as Tarkai 10's body trods off in a straight line. You have the coin bag that Nico procured from Candaeus, and Nico had determined that there were 50 silver in it. As he drops it in your hand, you feel that there seems to be something else. You can hear a clinking as if against glass.
Oh. I'll open it up and take a look into it. What do I see?
So as you dig through the silver, at the bottom you see another vial very similar to the gold one you found on the Nautiloid, except for this one is a dark blue. As you're reaching for it, your hand also grabs a tag, like a piece of paper that rips free and comes with it. I am sending you a note in roll 20 that you should read.
Okay. Very interesting. It says toss ace ip hero made manifest. I don't know what the heck that means. I'm going to just kind of think about it for a second and realize the heroes made, I'll say, substance that we found kind of tracks in my mind. And I don't think it's just a coincidence that Candaeus shows up here shortly after we find a abandoned ship full of heroes made. And I'm going to keep kind of quiet about it at first, just because I don't want Nico to get in on heroes made bender without me knowing. And
It happened to
Wait,
Scarlock
what?
once.
yeah, I'm gonna kind of put it in my jacket pocket next to that book, and just kind of then weigh the coins in my pocket in the coin purse, and then put them in my bag.
All right, you now have 50 silver coins,
All right.
or 50 silver. Where are the two of you going from here?
I want to track down Jade and figure out about these explosives.
Now that it's been slipped.
And where initially I was planning on taking the explosives so no one would get hurt, I plan on using the explosives to hurt Candaeus and whatever's dark op Xerixian group of thugs he brought to the planet down here.
All right. Well, are you letting Nico know any of this?
Oh yeah, I let him know like Candaeus is not the dude we want to mess with. We need to get those explosives, and we need to figure out how we can make sure they don't follow us the hell out of here when we go.
Well, I look at him dead and I'm like, I don't think. Wait, how do I put this? I think that's going to be a problem, anyways. You said that they weren't following you. Nobody knows who I am. And here's, I don't know, an old friend of yours showing up. Now, I agree with you. We need to find Jay. Let's get the proverbial show on the road, as they say.
As long as that show includes those explosives near Candaeus's group of thugs, I'm all on board. Do you have any idea where Miss Secrets has ran off to?
No idea.
Okay. So you can't. You have no say on whether I get these explosives because you really don't. You're in the same boat as me at this point, too, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Miss Secrets.
Miss Secrets.
And
So, here's what I think. Let's find the Tin Man.
I'm pretty sure the Tin Man wants to be left alone.
All right, then let's see.
Unless you got some scope rifle that is going to enhance.
Well,
wait a minute. Sorry. Before I say that, and I could be wrong. Do I know,
when he says like it's
do I know
enhanced
what
rifle,
do I know what Tin Man was doing out there? I can't remember.
As
No,
far as I know, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
no, he never
All right.
specified.
Sorry. Retcon that.
Yeah, Tin Man's been playing this close to the cards. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to get anyone unnecessarily involved.
Sorry. I've watched last week's episode a few times. I couldn't remember what I knew. Yeah, I'm not too sure where Tin Man ran off to, but if you think he can help, I don't mind tracking him down here. When were these explosives going to be delivered? Do you at least know that?
above table mark. I do know that, right? Because we're the whole plan was we were going to blow the bridge in the morning, correct?
So you did not get the specific time, and neither did Jade. Arnott said that she would send for Jade when it was ready.
Okay.
But it is safe
And-
to assume it has something to do with the big day.
Yes, and the intention, Jade specified that she needed it before tomorrow.
All right. So it's going to be today. I don't know when. Apparently, Arno is going to contact Jade. I would say we could go ask her. Problem is, she's on her way to our ship.
Okay. See,
So
you do know something here. Now we're getting somewhere. You said she's on her way. She's on the way to our ship.
not Jade, Arno, who's supplying the explosives.
All right. Well, that's a good place to meet both of them.
Weren't you just saying that we needed to be careful of going to the ship? Are you sure you really want to lead Candaeus to our ship?
It's actually a
And I would need to remind, and I lean and be like, I stole that bag from him, by the way.
That's actually a really good point, and you should keep stealing from him.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we're gonna lose our cover of Candaeus very easily. Why don't I? And I look down at my jacket, like think about taking it off.
For a second time.
I don't think I can lose him very easily, as I decide not to take off the jacket.
Darn.
I 100% look Valen top to bottom. Yeah, no, not you. You stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, all right.
Look, I stick
Nico,
out.
I need to trust
You stick
on
out
this one.
more.
You got to do a solid for me, okay? Can I trust you on this? I need you to meet up with me.
All right. You know what?
While I run cover and have Candaeus follow me around doing nothing. Meet up with Jade. Get the explosives, and just tell her we're all on board and to bring them to where the meeting point.
Wait, bring the explosives to the meeting point.
Yes, and
It might be a bit of a problem. I think.
I'm sure you can figure it out. Get a hold of Jade.
Okay, so I just want to clarify.
Yes.
There's a good chance that the explosives are going to be brought to the bridge. You want me to bring them from the bridge to the meeting point?
Yes. No. Wait, what? No. Meet up with Jade at the meeting point and get him to the bridge. I'm going to throw Candaeus's trail and get him on the bridge. Just talk to Jade and tell her I know everything and I'm on board and get her to the bridge. Just don't mess this up and let her know that I know. Just, I guess I don't know what I'm saying.
My own plan. Valen, go do your thing.
Good. And I'm going to kind of like
So just
look around and see if I can
to register here, your goal is to try and draw Candaeus out to the bridge as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'd like to note that the timing for the assassination that Jade has is for tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
So those explosives are not going off today.
Yeah.
They're being delivered today.
I'm going to throw the trail and make sure he's there for the fireworks.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll kind of
Jade,
look around.
sorry.
Nico legit is still just standing in the middle of the street, rubbing his head, going, Why is he? Why did he try to? I will never understand that.
And then I'm going to look around and see if I can spot any of Candaeus's tails or like lookouts and watches. Just based off of Xerixian counterintelligence espionage work that I've done in the past.
Make an investigation check for me with advantage, please.
How does a
20?
20.
Yeah. So, judging by how quickly he walked away and the quiet nature of this corner of the city, nothing particularly stands out. You can see that the ship that was hovering above the Rock of Brawl has now moved. It is no longer there. Whatever reconnaissance or whatever it was waiting for seems to have happened and it has moved along. But you do not recognize anything particular that strikes you as an enemy agent or someone who might be trying to keep their eyes on you.
Okay. Good to know. And then my next turn, I'm just going to try to find some information about where Candaeus is hiding out. See if I can do some counter surveillance on him.
Are you trying to follow him?
No, I'm trying to talk to the underground and figure out if anyone noticed when he got here, how he got to Brawl, where he's staying, who he's in contact with, just the
Mhm.
underground, because it's a small place. Everyone knows everyone, comings and goings, right? And two
Yeah.
astral elves, basically fighting in the street and, you know, duking it out a little bit. And there's going to be whispers. And that's what I'm going to go look for my next turn.
Okay. While you do that, I'm gonna have you make 3 more investigation checks.
Great.
Just straight normal checks, and we'll come back to those in a moment. Nico, are you doing anything specific? Where are you headed?
No, I'm gonna just kind of head back where we came from, where the last place I remember leaving Tin Man, and try and link back up with Tin Man.
All right. Tin Man, what are you doing about now? You have finished your placement of the Stargrazer, and you have left the grounds. What are you doing now?
Yeah. So Tin Man took his time, kind of exiting the grounds, worked his way in slowly, worked his way out slowly, not to raise any suspicions. Last I heard, I had suggested to Valen that he look for, a nice spot that's going to allow us to kind of exfiltrate easily, so it's not going to be a whole huge crowd, because getting out of here tomorrow is going to be a huge mess. So with that in mind, I'm going to follow my own advice, thinking I'll run into Valen eventually and start working towards through the back streets and the roundabout ways to see if I can find a decent path for exit, in hopes that Valen has already found one and is on that same path.
All right. Your instincts and natural proclivities for trying to find a quick and easy exit, should things go pear-shaped, serve you well. Basically the entire eastern side of Brawl is going to be the quickest path out, like we discussed last time. Alternatively, just weaving behind and between buildings. You may not know the place perfectly. You may end up into a dead end somewhere, but it seems to be the quickest and easiest path if you can also climb. Rooftops make themselves their own roadway, as Jade has previously discovered.
In that case, I'm definitely going to take to the rooftops, especially if there's a possibility of tracking the fox out. But I am going to keep my eyes out for just about anyone in the party, since I know I did kind of allow myself to fall to the wayside for a little while there. So if I can run into anyone, that's going to be a side up for me.
All right. And Jade, having finished up your reconnaissance and learned what you have about the bridge and how to potentially access it, what would you like to do?
I need to speak with Ephemera. I have plans to place.
Where specifically are you currently? What are you doing?
That is a good question. Where is Jade right now?
So where you would be with your reconnaissance, you would actually be down towards the bridge. You probably would have even seen Tin Man amble away, making yourself sort of a figure in the moving of the crowds, and just sort of moving with the flow, so to sort of feel how people might move when they're moving through here, and determine the sort of the kinetics of this space. You would be probably along one of the roads down there, and you probably did see Tin Man walk away.
Okay. Is there a way that I can get somewhere high to possibly get a more vantage point of the area where Tin Man would be?
You are in mostly open area. That's mostly fields around here. Any high space would be onto private property, if that's something you cared about. That said,
Private property.
the as you search out higher ground, the pushing and pulling and movement and the cacophony of sounds, of voices, the movement, and the working people around you, they all begin to sort of coalesce into a whisper in the back of your mind as you feel a familiar tingle run up your spine. You called for me?
Yes, my dear. I have questions, if you'd indulge me.
Of course. busy place is difficult for people to overhear.
Indeed. This bridge, I don't know if you have eyes on it, or should I get closer?
I can see it fine.
You see the structure.
Hmm.
I need a certain kind of plant or tree that can weave into that rubble and cause it to collapse with some assistance. Is that something you could delve into?
You feel the ends of your hair begin to fuse together into vines, and you feel the pinpricks of very pointed needles from said vines. I can get into anywhere, my dear.
Good. I'm going to be needing your assistance very shortly.
Good. I've been meaning to ask a favor myself, but let's see how this goes first.
I'm well aware that I owe you quite a bit. If you wanted to discuss that now, I'm all ears. Best to place it on the table now before. Who knows what could happen in the future? Don't you agree?
I do agree, but I also have assurances that regardless what happens, you will still be here. And our debt will still remain. Why rush?
There's a cold comfort in that. I like it.
You get the sense that Ephemera feels as though she said too much, and you feel a sudden retreat.
Right. Now next. Can I reach Sable?
You can try.
I'm going to try, only because I forget her name, but Arnott needed me to contact him.
You do know that through Sable's sort of communication network, it is possible to leave a message if it is something that is not urgent.
I would like to leave a message.
All right. It is as simple as taking out the sending stone that he has given you, that you've held for quite some time now, and simply thinking of his assistant and sending your message.
Perfect. My message is pretty short and sweet. Just mentions that Arnott's, aware of our situation and needs assistance unpacking and packing into that boat on berth 47. So short, sweet, to the point. And I also maxed out his credit, like a good woman would. So he can punish me later. That's okay.
It's about halfway through. I've maxed out his that your sending stone cuts out. You hear in response, message received. I'll send it along.
That'll do.
And then it cuts. It doesn't take long to find somewhere high to find or to locate Tin Man. Tin Man, are you trying to be stealthy?
To a point. Stealthy to anyone below. I figure anyone who's up here with me, though, would be deserving to see me. So I'm not super worried about it. I'm just trying not to draw like town guard type of attention.
All right. I'll have you make a stealth check for me, please.
Gladly. First check of the night. Let's see what we get. $11. That's about the range I was going for.
Jade, you move into the early areas of the populated areas to get a high vantage point. You look around and you cannot seem to locate Tin Man until you hear the sound of metal on a lean-to and a couple of short, there it is. All right, just got to pop that up there. All right. And then, like 5 feet in front of you, pulling himself up on the rooftop, is Tin Man.
Serendipity.
Excellent. I'll head his way. And poke him.
He's right in front of you. You're face to face. Tin Man, you pop up over the edge, and there's Jade standing right in front of you.
Jade
Oh.
sizes him up, just folding her arms.
Well, I gonna kind of finish pulling myself up, dust myself off. Miss Fox?
Tin Man, if you're done playing around, we have business to get to.
Yeah, I do believe we do. Ladies first.
Where's the rest of our crew?
I admit I was hoping you could tell me that. You seem to have eyes every which way.
Can I do a perception check?
If you would like to make a perception check to locate the other two, absolutely.
I will help her with that.
All right. So with help action, you get a advantage.
Are they linked up basically back where Tin Man was? Because I would be loping straight up.
You're heading that way, yes. You and Valen have been up to a lot of stuff, and we're sort of catching them back up to that time period.
Okay.
Oh.
Did I win?
With a natural 20, which comes out to a 31.
Oh my
Jiminy.
That's our first over 30 roll.
Yes.
Jiminy.
You look around. You look around, and it's almost laughably easy to see Valen's green vest. You see him.
He wasn't
sort
high
of-
on that check.
you can see him sort of like Ace Ventura secret agent, sort of running through the streets, trying to be really suave, really quiet. It's clearly not working because you know him. Whether or not it's working for those around him is yet to be seen.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I rolled a green one too, and we'll get back to that.
We're getting back there in a second. But yeah, so it's almost laughably easy to see him. Tin Man, you pick up that you notice Nico heading your way.
Oh, well, speak of the devil. Kind of look over at Jade. You got a funny way of just making people appear, don't you?
Unfortunately.
As you say, speak of the devil, Dayton, you get a whiff of smoke. Cigar smoke.
Uh-oh.
Right. Let's move along, shall we?
Do I get whiff of it too, or no?
No. You do not. All right. So, Valen, you are searching for signs of where Candias is going, what he's done, where he might be staying, and what he might be doing. You begin asking around. What specifically are you asking about? Are you just saying his name? Hey, this dude's been through here. Do you know him?
No, I'm not dropping any names because I know better and he wouldn't use his real name. But I am asking about any over-the-top Astral elves outside of myself who recently showed up to the Rock of Brawl, maybe alone. He probably is held up in some type of safe house. Has anybody seen what dock did he come in on? Where's he staying? Has he been seen with any weapons? Just, I'm getting all the down low from the underground.
Okay.
And using a bit of my celebrity power to help me a little bit.
Okay, gotcha. You sort of meander around a little bit, keeping your eyes open, and you know that the people in the working district, those that are probably just sitting around not doing anything, they could be making money, and you could be giving them money.
Yeah, I got 50 silver pieces ready to go out to grease those wheels.
So some of the
Thanks,
folks
Nico.
that are just sort of sitting around, they're between shifts or they are done with their work for the day. You notice that you come up on some woodworkers who seem to be just sharing some drinks around a barrel out in front of one of the shops. One of them looks up, and he's like a burly half orc with like a 5 o'clock shadow. He's got a half broken pipe sticking out of his mouth, and he's wearing just a vest and some trousers. Hey, are you the racer guy?
I am. I'm glad to notice my fame hasn't gone unnoticed here. That's nice. I am. What are you smoking on there, old timer?
Oh, just the usual.
And
We use wood chips around here.
and then you mind, and I'll reach for his pipe and pack it with some special Astral Elf tobacco, and hand it back, and ask him if he's seen any Astral Elves come and go, and other than myself, and any information on him.
He takes the pipe back. All right. He taps it a couple of times, lights it up, starts puffing. I can tell you we've seen someone who smells an awful lot like this here smoke.
Okay.
It matches your description with the gold eyes.
Yes, that's him.
Ah. Right down the road there. We see him come through every few hours for the last week or so. I believe he's staying at the Mercane Agency.
All right, I got 25 silver pieces for you, and another
And the smoke,
25
okay.
after merger day. If you and your boys give him hell whenever you see him, nothing aggressive, just give him a hard time, hustle him, try to run his pockets, sell him some stuff, figure out what he's doing, and make it difficult for him to move here.
That sounds like we could do that. Make a persuasion check for me, please.
All right.
And you'll get advantage because you're supplying them with something to smoke.
How does a 19 sound?
Hi.
So, to clarify, finding these individuals with was the result of an 18, a natural 20, and a 19.
Yes.
And I want to call those out because those are incredible rolls.
Yes.
And with a 19, how about you Astrolabs make some really nice pipes, and I just can't seem to get the craft down. Could you get me one?
I could get my hands on a nice Astral Elf pipe. I know a guy who has one in his possession. And it's just the guy
Fantastic.
that you need to track and follow.
So you're putting out a hit on your friend so that we can steal his pipe.
Hey, if you get that pipe, that's all on you, buddy. Whatever your boys want to do, I know he's got it.
All right, 25 silver, and we'll do it.
And I'm gonna move him 25 silver, and then move him another 10 silver, and say, make it work.
Well, boys, you're ready to give him hell. And you could see this trio of gruff individuals all sort of chuckle as they take a pull on their drinks. And you could see one little halfling like missing an eye. He's missing half his teeth. Is like, oh, you're gonna have to keep me back from stabbing him.
Whoa! I don't know what
He's
business
just
you do.
we call him Little Stabby. Don't worry about it.
If he's got to take
It's
a
just a
plunge,
joke.
if he's got to take a plunge, that's on you. That's not me. But do what you guys got to do.
We'll keep you in mind. Be safe.
Thanks, guys.
No, don't worry. That's just a little stabby.
And check under your bed for a Little Stabby.
He likes to hide there.
You see, as you're walking away, Little Stabby goes,
He points at
he's
his
only got
eye.
one eye.
I already know how he lost his other eye. Probably a little stabby.
So you basically you learned that he's been here about a week. and he comes and goes a few times a day. He's staying at the Mercane Agency down the road. You are not incredibly well read up on Mercanes, but they are basically like, think like a mix of giants and elves that are incredibly magical, and they kind of got their fingers in a lot of stuff. They can be very manipulative people. Not all of them, but it seems to run in who they are.
Interesting.
Because they're merchants by trade.
Yeah.
So they know how to get you to pay extra.
They got that
and
East
such.
India Trading Company going on. I'm reading it.
So the it seems that he is staying at their agency.
Sounds good. And I'll kind of take note of that and kind of like give him a little salute as I take off into the crowd.
He just sort of gives a casual salute in response and goes back to smoking and doing whatever game they were playing. All right, so Tin Man and Jade, you see Nico approaching. What would you like to do? He does not yet seem to see you.
Just whistling.
Just gonna kind
No
of.
sound.
Can I just start walking alongside him? Hey.
Oh, hey, Tin Man. Oh, Tin Man, you'll never believe this. Do you know who I met?
A friend?
No. Remember? Do you remember my favorite story? I asked you to tell me tons of times.
Mm,
The robot.
I'll be honest,
mine,
you
and the
were.
poison.
Oh, right. The Warforged. Sorry, you was a small blob back then. I'll be honest, you had me retell about the same story 13 different times across 13 different stories. Yeah, with the mine with the explosive fumes, I remember that. That boy had something out for me, I'll tell you.
Well, we ran into him.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, he to be honest, he actually wanted to attack me and Valen. There's a whole story behind that. Valen ran into some guy that apparently he worked with, I don't know. Essentially, we kind of had to go shake somebody down for some money, and I stole the money back and gave it to Valen. But yeah, in there where we found the people that we shook down, yeah, that was where the Warforged was. He really did want to try and kill us, but I was like, dude, I know you. You're dead. He's like, what? How do you know me? I was like, Tin Man told me. And he was all proud. He was like, hey, Tin Man told my story. And then he kind of did some really weird stuff. Like, kind of dark. Like, kind of pulled the plug on himself. And it was pretty dark.
You all right, buddy?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. Jade! So the lens looking for you. He said we're all good for tomorrow. The plan is on. He's very excited. And he wants to talk to you at the meeting place.
I'm just gonna like look over at Jade. What plan are we talking about here now?
Shopping.
Nico.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes.
Okay, where is this meeting place that you've all arranged?
Oh, see, that's a really good question. I have no idea.
Gentlemen, it be wise to walk and talk. We should not be seen in this area for far too long.
For once, I'm in agreement with the fox. Let's keep moving. How shall we, boy? Now, explain to me how did this man have a head? Last I checked, it was slag from the chest down.
What?
Oh, there was like an auto gnome. It's kind of like, it kind of reminded me of my armor and how I'm kind of inside of it, but this time it was an auto gnome and not a plasmoid, so not quite sure how that works.
Kind of half cock my head back to Jade. I had a bounty taken out on me back out in the belt. Needless to say, a lot of youngins were coming after me, Big boys too. Nothing nice, I'll tell you. This son of a bunch came after me, just about took me out too. Ended up deep in a mine there where the fumes were still really light type. Something to do with the way the gravity was set up. Needless to say, I put a fire to it. Took the top half of him off. Almost took the top half of my hat for that matter. But for once, being short was in my favor. Now, Nico, when you say a friend of Valin, did he look like a junk runner or military type?
Oh, he looked like Valen. Like he military. Well, I shouldn't say that. He didn't look military, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that figures. Looks back over at Jade again. That's the part of Valen's past I was hoping would stay in the past. I'd rather more Raven racing fans. All right, then. Did he seem friendly like, or no?
Oh no, not really. I think the two have history together. Oh, and he did say that Valen might have killed his wife, which is kind of weird. Not quite sure about that one. We can kind of unpack that one later. But I will say I did knock his remote out of his hand when he was trying to call for help. It was pretty sweet.
That's what I was afraid of. Xerixian, if I had to guess. That's a concern.
Is Valen in trouble?
Thanks.
Like right now.
Thank you for the sub, Jackson Gavin.
Right now, I don't know, but let's be honest. When is Valen not in trouble?
When he's standing next to us.
He's right. I assume we're still kind of strolling along, and we don't really know where this meeting spot is supposed to be. So I'm guessing we should probably. Yeah. So I'm guessing we're gonna start kind of making our way back towards Nico's shop, maybe as sort of a fallback.
Do either of you have a way to message him? Didn't you have that mail thing that you send mail and you pay?
I thought we were at the ship.
Oh, that's right. Valence did say he was going to try and go to the ship, but I thought we decided that was a bad idea.
It is a very bad idea.
The one your boyfriend left us?
Dear Tin Man, please do not refer to him as my boyfriend.
My apologies, lady.
Mark, did Nico actually see who gave them the mission?
You were not. Yes, you were present in the room when Yaroslav walked in.
Okay.
And gave the mission.
Okay.
Well, if we keep walking in circles, we're bound to lose whoever's chasing us, if anyone, but we ain't going to get us anywhere anytime soon. I say we make our way back to your shop there, Nico, as a stopgap. We're going to have to find a way to get a hold of Valen one way or another. The mail system might be able to track him down, but there ain't going to guarantee on that.
Yeah.
My mailbox is probably really full, too, so it'd take a while to get to it.
As I recall, one of Valen's plans was indeed to head back to the ship. Part of what he was doing was tracking down Candius to make sure that he wasn't going to follow you to said ship.
But we don't know what kind of success he's had.
Correct.
You guys are very lucky I don't have it prepared because I have Skywrite and I 100% would have written Valen come to Nico's shop in the sky.
Oh, that couldn't have gone.
Next time.
All right. Let's make our way back to Nico's shop for now. We'll go ahead and put a letter in the post and see if we can pin down Valen in any kind of a timely order. My Lady Fox, should we be concerned about these plans Nico's talking about?
I wouldn't have a concern. I'm more concerned about a dead drop that I need to go and retrieve. But since everyone seems to be so eager to provide me assistance, I think it is wise that we all get on the same page so that my objectives go through swimmingly.
Well, I've done about all I can do for today on my own lonesome, and I do agree with your sentiment. I think it's best we all stick close together from here on out.
Understood. Things are going to get loud and messy.
I'm going to be 100%. I just want to see stuff. I've never seen sonic bombs. They sound really cool.
Sonic, what? Never mind. Never mind. All right. Let's just get moving for now and let's see what we can do. Tin Man's gonna go ahead and kind of like pop up his hat and it's like all gears underneath. He's gonna like pull out a piece of paper from like a small compartment. He's gonna like pull down his mouth and like a pen comes out where his tooth is. He starts writing a note. I'm telling you, there's time on a busy day like this. I can't guarantee the post is gonna do us much good here.
I do admit that tracking our friend down has caused some delays in my plans, but maybe this will work out. I'm sure things will be okay.
In case it wasn't clear by now, the man's a loose cannon, but I'll be danged if it ain't a good shot from the hip.
Loose cannons have their uses, great distractions.
And I get the feeling you benefit from distractions, don't you?
Have you seen how I dress?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Nico, go ahead and send this out for me. I ain't got no coin on me.
Dang. All right, Tin Man.
I'll pay you back. Don't sweat it.
You
You know
send
me.
it.
I pack
The
light.
hand, the hand takes your silver, the 1 silver, and your letter goes. Valen, you are in the middle of handing out autographs as a piece of paper with hastily written charcoal, in a hand that you don't recognize, a little mechanical, if you will, drops on the ground in front of you.
I pick it up, and before I read it, I immediately just do an autograph, and it gets sent back to Tin Man, and then I read it, and I'm like, oh, whoopsies. And the 1 silver is taken out of my inventory as I send him my autograph back. And I read the note, and I kind of like think about it and put it in my pocket, but I kind of just go back to signing autographs then and like want to live in the moment for a little bit longer, kind of processing it. And once the last 1 or 2 stop noticing me and kind of leave me alone, I'll do a look around, make sure there's not anyone left that wants to snap a memory with me, and then I will make my way over to Nico's shop.
All right. So about an hour, half an hour from when the 3 of you meet up, you're back at Nico's shop, and Valen ambles up. What are you doing as he approaches?
Jade's gonna walk up to him and assume Tin Man's gonna follow.
Yep.
As soon as I see them, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, let's go in the shop, quick!" And like try to get him in there. And do they follow me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Nico?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you guys heard by now. I've caught a bit of a tail, and
Of course.
I've taken care of it. I don't think he'll be much of an issue moving forward, but it's absolutely imperative that whatever plan you got going on with these, and Nico, what did you call them again? Sonic explosives?
Sonic bombs, I heard.
Sonic bombs. So fill me in on what you plan on doing with these sonic bombs. And
Nico
help
does
me-
the dramatic gopher look at Jade.
and help me understand how aligning your mission with the destruction of my tail is going to work.
Well, I'd have to ask before I reveal my hand. What are your thoughts on Prince Andrew?
Andrew. Aindrur.
No, that's about how she pronounced it. That's about how she pronounced it.
I'm making sure it's very clear.
Andrew. No, that came out really right.
I saw.
You'll kind of hear under Tin Man's breath. He's kind of got his the dove in his hand, kind of fiddling with it, looking out the window, just kind of playing lookout. And she says that, and kind of hear him mumble, "You mean other than being the scum of the earth?"
Yes.
Understood. But, Valen, do you also share that sentiment?
Scum of the Earth is. Listen. Regardless of how I feel about them, it doesn't matter because after tomorrow, the Xerixian Navy is going to be here. So whether this guy's a good guy or a bad guy or whatever we think, it's not going to matter. So
So,
while I don't really agree that what I think you're doing is right, what I think you're doing is going to have to be done for us to get out of here. So, what are you doing?
And that sounds like a good breaking point, don't you think, DM?
I think so. This is a good spot for us to take a short break.
We'll be back in 5. Awesome. I want to thank everyone who's tuning in tonight, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. Thank you so much. This has been a great episode. We had a short hiatus there for a few weeks, but we're back and we're better than ever. So thank you again for tuning in. Thanks for everyone on Instagram. We're at 20,000 plus followers. It's insane. I can't believe it. It's crazy to think about. We have so many great projects coming out here to share with you guys. The first I want to talk about is Table of Tales, which is coming out very soon. Mark's almost done with the edits now. We teamed up with D&D Adventure Club, which is a monthly subscription, a module for children, and we started producing some content for them based off their modules. So we got a bunch of great content coming to you, some actual play with kids playing with us. Our own children are playing in the games with us. So you're going to have to tune back in for that. It's absolutely amazing. Alex and his daughter did an amazing job, and I cannot wait to share all these great projects we got coming out. Outside of that, we're putting together some potential Cosmere content here soon. The new tabletop came out. We have the stream bundle to get it going, and that's on the horizon because we're all huge Sanderson fans here, and we want to share more of his world here. Check us out on our streams. I'm up every night playing video games. I'm playing, what is it, Mega Bonk right now. Tune in and watch me play that. Everyone from the club jumps on every once in a while, and we get some gaming going. So tune in, support. Most importantly, go check out our new home for merch, Adams Family Gaming. It's an Etsy store, etsy.com shop, Adams Family Gaming. Adams with a Z. Go check them out. Buy some merch. Tell them Big Matthew from the DDC sent you. Hey, if you can find our merch on there, buy some of that. Support both of us, right? We have a ton of great content coming out soon and a ton of great merch to go along with it. And that's going to be the home for it all. Go check them out right now. Adams Family Gaming on Etsy.com. Etsy.com/shop/Adams Family Gaming. Go buy some merch. You can see it, and a lot of them, I'm always wearing it in some of our other streams. Go check out Mythical Meats. Get some great snacks for the table. Let everyone know you're eating good while you're playing, right? Go Die Hard Dice. Get some new dice for your characters. Hey, you might have 100 human fighters that swing a big sword. 100 dice sets are needed for each one of those characters, even if you don't bring them to the table, okay? Buy those dice. And go to Eldritch Foundry. Eldritch Foundry is fantastic. If you get their paid program, the Eldritch Foundry Pro, you can download all the minis we use in Table of Tales, all the minis we use for here, and we're going to have special releases coming out soon that are tied with our stream. So go check out Eldritch Foundry and make some minis. Tell them Big Mash you sent you. Use DDC Live at checkout for 15% off. Those are all the partners for now. I think I caught up on everyone. I think so. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We got the rest of this episode coming here very shortly. So we'll see you here again in just a few minutes. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a good break. I know I did. I got to speak with some very special people to me. I don't know what you guys did on break, but I spoke with some very special people. Mark, you're muted.
So I am. Hello. Welcome. We are returned. Matt talked to some special folks. He's got his lawyers on the phone. No, I'm just kidding. So the where we left off is Tin Man and Jade were talking about figuring out this dead drop. You're also muted, Dayton.
Yes. You were saying, Tin Man? I think you were last.
Yeah, he was muted, so he's coming back.
I'm here. I'm alive. Can I be heard?
Yes.
You can be heard.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, actually, it was Valin said at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if he agrees or not. He seems to disagree, but ultimately, this is something he feels does need to be done to accomplish getting us out of here. So he seems on board.
Yeah, it's definitely going against Villain's moral code, but he understands what has to be done now.
I'm grateful that we're all on the same page.
So you are planning to the prince. I want to kind of verify that was the plan.
Correct. I have been given an objective to dispatch the good prince and to make it look like it was an accident.
The Xerixian
So the idea was a Xerixian accident. I didn't say that.
But I thought
No, but he did.
I thought it. Mm-hmm.
Let me share my plan and then you can share yours. Maybe they can meet in the middle.
It's a good one.
So, as Nico so eloquently put, sonic grenades, they don't leave a signature, they don't leave glitter, no ghosts for anyone to chase. I also have a bit of a green thumb, as you can see. So it was my idea to place seeds in strategic points in the bridge, cause them to grow, cause a collapse, and everyone...
Natural degradation.
Exactly. But sped up, rapid. My initial plan was to get there today, plant my seeds, let them grow, and then tomorrow they'd get that extra push. But we were, brought over here. So, here we are.
That's still possible. We can plant the charges.
I need to plant those charges today as well as my seeds.
Well, how
You
about-
mentioned a dead drop.
Yes. The munitions are on their way. I made arrangements with Madame Arnott to get that going. Also,
Kind of look over at Nico, kind of knowingly, like, okay, I kind of figured.
Also, gentlemen, Arnott will be joining us on our escapades for future missions. I hope you can be okay with that.
Seems like a
Yeah,
good guy
about
to me.
that. You're talking about someone who once upon a time was pretty high up in the GIF empire there. That ain't someone that lets go of a good comfy position unless they feel they're getting, well, I would say something out of it, but the idea of a GIF getting something out of it oftentimes involves a lot of glory hounding. Are we confident we want that path?
I think we need all the help that we can get, considering what we're going to be dealing with very soon.
I think there's an old saying about don't look a gift horse in the mouth. A gift horse?
Don't look a GIF in the mouth? That's usually my experience.
A GIF horse is what we call a hippo GIF.
You don't look,
God.
you don't look too much at its dental records. Okay, I don't really understand the saying here, but if this nice individual who's got a storied past, much like all of us, wants to come on this grand adventure of almost certain death that I champion him even more. What a lad.
Actually,
Madame, her.
I got a bit of a tab with her. All right then.
Yeah, sorry, yes, madame.
Well, Lady Fox, I apologize for pulling you off of your mission here. I think we can agree that having everybody on the same page is the safer measure. Now that we are, gonna kind of do a little gunplay with the dove and holster it. What can I do to help?
Also, if I may, I think I need to apologize to the rest of you as well. I had my doubts, but I was worried that your morals might gray in this area to dispatch a certain person. So I wasn't sure how up to it you were with assassination.
I'm
But hearing that you're willing to go along with it makes things a lot more easy to bear. I do need assistance with this. Also, if I may, before we begin, this is a job. I don't hold anything dear to my heart about this man. I could care less. It's a job, and I'd like to get it done. That's all.
Well, you're talking to ex-Xerixian, utilitarian to a fault. Nico here is still figuring out the way of the world, and I'm not half convinced he don't think this ain't all game. And as much as I ain't a fan of it, I've been in very much the same kind of shoes as you wear right now, miss. As a matter of fact, this plan of yours, what do you think is the margin of failure on it?
I worry that I won't be able to get close enough to plant my seeds. So there is a bit of a margin of error, but
I
Let's go with your plan. Let's see if we can get them seeds in place. Let's make sure that dead drop is situated right, and
Fine.
push comes to shove, I think I can provide you some necessary backup.
If I can interject,
Nico?
let's get the arms and plant the seeds. And as Nico's saying this, I will have cast alarm around the shop and basically turning on the security perimeter. And you essentially see a Faraday cage come up, like as it like blocking everything else. Like now, I have an idea, a holographic image of the bridge, and it's like, now, Jade, where exactly were you thinking of planting your seeds? 'Cause
Okay,
I
but
was-
like, I'm just imagining this massive, like, iron dome comes up, the room goes dark, red lighting along the wall, hologram projection in the middle. All right, so here's how we're gonna do this. Calm down, Nico. Calm down.
Nico goes.
no,
Well,
it's
As this
He's
comes
a-
up, you suddenly realize that all of the mess on the floor was perfectly situated to look like the tops of buildings in the Rock of Brawl.
Oh,
Every time I count this man out,
Nico,
Carry on,
I
Nico.
beg
look, guys.
you.
I enjoy it, right? I want to experience new things. You know, sometimes people come up with these wild, crazy plans. And look, I like the Rock and Brawl. I got a shop here. Lady Arnall's cool. Love the gift. I mean, come on, you get to make weapons and bombs all day. It's what's not to love about that.
True.
But now, the sonic weapon, we've talked about it. I gave her the idea. I didn't think it was possible, but it seems like she's got it. Now, we plant the charges here, and he starts showing where. It's like, you want to do this silent, make it look like an accident. Sonic weapons, loud. You can't cover them up unless plant them just properly. Sound waves will cancel themselves out. No one above will hear them. All that force can get directed where we need it to go. And he starts pointing on like places. Essentially, we put the charges like this. The sound goes downwards. They won't hear it. The bridge will collapse with your seeds.
Perfect.
making sonic shape charges.
Essentially.
you're basically trying to create like a vacuum here.
Not
Well-
necessarily a vacuum. So, and Nico will go into an ultra scientific, long-winded explanation of how sound waves work. And essentially, like where we place the waves, all of the sound will be canceled out from the top, it'll all project downwards. Now, anybody down below at the bottom of the bridge, chances are they will not be hearing for probably the rest of their lives if they survive. But let's just say stuff happens, right? Right?
Yeah, they call that deconstructive amplification.
Something like that. I don't know the technical word, but it's going to be
Well,
pretty spectacular.
You ain't said nothing but technical words for the past 15 minutes.
Oh, what? Yeah, about that.
I may, gentlemen, if you're worried about deafening any innocence, I've been informed that the large majority of people that will be here are not good people, very corrupt, awful, disgusting people. So, if that
Anyone
helps,
who be front row to this show most likely got an invite, and anyone who got an invite is only someone who's benefiting from it.
a dripping cesspool of monsters, of course.
Funny, I thought that's about the pool you walked out of up until about a minute ago. You're surprising me.
I don't take that as an insult at all, actually.
Look,
He's
all I
collecting
know is
money.
not. We all don't have exactly stellar paths. In fact, I'm still trying to figure out what happened and why I am like I am. Orvis must have gotten mixed up into something because I don't know. I mean that powerful doesn't get off quick like that. So let's
If I may. Belen, did you want to chime in here?
I am taken aback by how easily we're gonna vilify the entire elite class here, which is I'm on board for here. That's fine. I never really was a fan of this place, but I just want to caution the party as we just go off by hearsay and say these people were bad and mark them for death, and just take a moment and realize that they might actually have some good value too at some point in their life too.
It's all right, Valen. We ain't here looking to become revolutionaries. As you said yourself, pragmatically, we're just doing what we got to do here. If this maximizes our ability to get out of here scot-free, well, personally, I'm not super concerned about a few hoity-toity nobles. But, like, deafness is preferable over death.
True.
As I said, the audience they're gonna be fine. It's anything below the bridge. Make sure the bridge underneath is clear.
What,
Is
Nico,
clear, but yeah.
what's all down below that bridge?
If I may, high water, it seems, which I worry that the water will cause vibrations. Hopefully nobody sees that before the collapse happens, but
High water's pretty dang waterlogged. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Valen, you sound like you had a plan of your own there, buddy. Something about pinning the Zyrexians.
Yeah.
This has something to do with this tail of yours?
Yeah, my tail. It's long, helps me balance, and keeps me in check when I'm climbing among the trees. And I can tell you right now, it's short, and I'm having difficulty balancing here. His name is Candeus, and
Candy? Okay.
he is all your worst nightmares personified in an elf. And if he's here, the Xerxian Navy isn't far behind, which means Rocka Brawl will probably not be the same once they get here. Not the same as we know it now. It will be like different.
Are we thinking an invasion or some kind of colonial deal benefiting from the big merger day?
Well, they could might
Nico
be.
just kind of puts his hand up.
Hey, thank you, Michael, for the follow. It could be for murder day. You know, I don't know.
So we don't know,
I mean, it might be.
Um,
It might be for me. I don't know.
but you know that
Look,
it's not good.
he's. Remember, I told you how the guy was spouting off that Valen might have killed his
Okay, wait
wife.
a minute.
Wait, hey, let me finish. I don't think you did, because to be honest, I don't know your wife. But if I'm putting one and one together here, I'm thinking old Princey up there might be related to your wife. Is that
Oh
correct?
God, no. Jeez, that's
Oh,
disgusting.
good.
Don't insult the elf.
What?
Oh,
They got a thing about
No.
bloodlines.
I'm not talking about Prince Andrew. I'm talking about dude on the moth. Your buddy was telling you the other prince
Oh.
was here.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you say the Xerixian Prince is in orbit over the Rock of Brawl right now?
Yeah.
like I said,
And you
they
weren't
might
gonna-
they might be here for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm hoping it's this merger day. That seems pretty important. The Xerixian Prince would probably
Look,
come
I
out
will.
here for such an
I'll
event.
vouch for Valen here. I will say that Kende is pretty surprised to see him.
all
I'm
right.
going with. I don't think the prince knows he's here, but maybe there's a hint. I don't know. Let's just go with the fact that, well, they know he's here now.
Well, and I'll
More the
I'll agree with Nico on this one. I got a sneaking suspicion that you're probably just getting caught up in something a little bigger. I understand where you stand, and I understand your concerns. We can talk more about this history of yours later. I ain't looking to pry. It's all right. But I do trust your gut instinct. Whatever this merger day is, which I believe is the real reason they're here, very likely the prince wouldn't be showing his face this far out of defended territory unless defended territory was coming with him.
You know,
So
I've been saying this loud and proud for the last 8 hours, and no one's listening, Tin Man. And I have to tell you, it feels great to hear you verify my concerns. Thank you so much. Yeah,
I just
the defense is coming.
I know the feeling of sounding crazy. Let's just put it that way. So, Ms. Jade, you have a mission, and I get the feeling you're going to see that mission through your own methods. And as a matter of fact, I've got a vested interest in making sure things go cleanly myself. And I'll be the first to admit I've already been working towards that. I'm a bit of a professional in my own way, believe it or not. I'll take care of what's below the bridge. You get your seeds planted. Valen, the lady here ain't interested in any additional complications, I get the feeling. But if you can bring your tail to the party tomorrow, I get the feeling it wouldn't be too hard to paint him up like the clown he is. Nico, you think we can make this work?
Think? Oh, I guarantee this.
All right, then. I believe we've held the lady for longer than she already wants. I'm going to make my way down the bridge. Anyone wants to follow, be my guest. Otherwise, I do suggest somebody help out the lady with her work.
I will be far away from the bridge. I have this little tail of mine.
Well, then you're concerned about the good, honest folk down below. I think you can work with me. Nico, can you help her out? We only got a
Oh,
few hours before evening, and I'll tell you this here and now. By the time the sun sets, as far as it can redshift here, security's going to be tight.
It is.
It's now or never.
Let's be about it, guys.
All right. So we need to hurry up that drop then.
Yes.
This Astral Ocean's 11.
Yes.
I mean, wasn't it always? Astral Ocean's 11. I love that.
As your conversation is wrapping up, Jade, from where you're standing against the wall, you notice a petal fall from the ceiling and a sing-song muttering coming from above you, the rafters in Nico's shop. You hear, they'll notice me, they won't. They'll notice me, they won't. And each time another petal falls, and the voice gets a little bit louder each time. What would you
Is
like?
this audible to Nico?
Jade looks
Every
up.
one of you can hear it.
But it sounds like Jade notices it first.
Yes. You look up.
As she looks up, she gets an unnerving feeling, and she'll slowly pull her rose out of her hair, and she'll look up.
As you look up, you see the charming, smiling face adorned by long copper curls of a smiling younger woman that you met before. The same one that slipped the paper into your hand. Her expression cracks into a wide grin. You finally saw me. And she slips and drops down onto the ground, doing a flourish as she lands. I was already in here when you set up the alarm, Nico.
Okay.
Seeing her jump in, Tin Man like pops back. He's got the dove at the ready, knowing full well that it probably won't work per his enchantments, but he's like got the gun at the ready.
Jade waves everyone down and says, "Hold on, this is one of mine. Hello, dear."
Hello. Your dead drop is ready, and Sable has sent helpers to Arnott.
Thank you. I could kiss you.
You don't know how much that means to me, Miss Fox.
Thank you, dear.
I don't believe I've introduced myself. I am Charlotte Wiltell, and I've been working with Sable. It just so happens that I am a navigator, and I can help you with your ship. I've been up and down it several times already.
Are we gonna have Harley Quinn be our navigator?
You can see that the way she's dressed, it's in darker cloths, but it's mostly dark blues. She doesn't seem to have a particular fashion sense outside of practicality. Something that you imagine Sable is not particularly proud of, in that he has yet to enable any sense of style into this young woman. She seems to run entirely on practicality, and you don't notice either she's concealing them well, or you simply do not notice that she has any weapons on her. But your dead drop is ready, and I figured out your puzzle, elf friend.
Elf friend is dying over there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And what would that be?
She holds up the piece of paper that you found at the bottom of the coin bag and hands it to you. Look on the back. They're not very smart with these.
And I'll flip it over. And
you see 3 groupings of letters. You see a PH, a KE, and an IOR. 3 separate groupings of letters.
all right. Let me write that down.
He's like, hold on, write that down, write that down.
PH.
PH as in
Papa Hotel.
yes, Papa Hotel. KE, so Kilo Echo. And then IOR.
India, Oscar, Romeo.
You got it.
Okay. Interesting.
I sure hope it makes sense to you, because it don't make no sense to me.
Yeah. I still don't understand the puzzle here. O's wise
Look.
one. So, okay. So
Flattery gets you nowhere.
So I flip it. Okay, I need to see the other one too, right?
Would you like me to resend it?
Yeah, just put it up. So okay.
DMs and the first grade riddles they give their players.
Arnott said that she'd be leaving it in your nest, Jade.
Oh, oh my. Jade's gonna assume it's the nest that's outside of Nico's shop.
As Charlotte, um, she was based on a different character. As Charlotte notices your attention drift that way, she specified the phoenix nest.
I feel a little stupid. So, what do you mean?
She leans in. There was only one place there was a fire that you came out of alive.
Right. Yeah, that place. I thought that place next. Oh, it's so far away. Okay.
I assumed you were just testing me.
She's definitely one of yours, Fox.
It's an enigma
to
wrapped in a
have him.
question surrounded by a riddle.
So, Valan, what's the answer to your riddle?
I was getting to that, and I was going to share it with you shortly. And can I roll anything for some help here, like perception or investigation?
DMs and the first grade riddles they give their players.
You may.
I'm going to do an investigation
yeah.
check of 9.
Okay. You look at it and you realize that there are odd spaces on the front part that you read originally.
Yeah. Oh. Toss. Praise.
Can I help him? Like throw an investigation?
Are you sure allowing anyone else to look at it, Valen?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's put our big brains together, everyone.
You can see that Charlotte intentionally looks away. Like you can tell she kind of already figured it out. The first thing that stands out is it almost feels like an if you know, you know. So Jade, Tin Man, and Nico, I would like you to make an investigation check for me, please.
I just rolled mine.
Perfect.
Slow down, girl. Putting us all to shame here.
Out of 22.
All right.
I can give you a 15.
Jade has a 24, Nico with a 22, and Tin Man with a 15. Not Tin Man, not Nico. Jade, the first thing that stands out to you is there's not a lot of things that start with a PH. And so the first thing that comes to mind is phase.
Yeah.
And you place the PH ahead of the ASE.
Fades.
Nico, jumping off of that, you've heard of something called phase kelp.
Help.
So that is the K and the E. So where would the OIR go? Tin Man, this one tickles your mind. Tossoir, a small frontier town that had gone dark about a year before.
Oh. Phase kelp in Tassar, guys. I figured it out. With the help of you guys.
Oh.
Phase kelp.
I just imagine it's phase. Oh, kelp, like phase kelp. That reminds me of Tossar. Guys, I figured it out.
Exactly.
Everyone slow blinks.
Yeah. Charlotte gives a little.
full team.
Thank you, Charlotte. And now that we're not keeping secrets from each other, I'll also let you guys know Candeas had a bottle of, and I'll pull out the Hero Made, and it looks
Are you pulling out the gold or the blue?
the gold,
Okay, that's the one you found on the Nautiloid.
the blue.
Okay, the blue is the one that you
Actually,
found.
I'm gonna pull them both out. I'm not holding anything back anymore. Like we kind of all, showed our hands here. So I'll pull them both out and explain to the group that I found them, and like wherever this substance goes, like bad stuff follows. And if it's linked to the Zerixian Navy and Candeas, it's even deeper and darker and crazier than I can imagine.
DM,
Drug
does
trade.
Nico know anything about Hero Made?
Nico, you do recall that Bladar seemed to have some sort of vendetta against something that they were calling Hero Made,
Okay.
and had some suspicions that that particular industry was growing.
Okay.
And between her and Canadex, it felt extremely concerning, but you don't recall exactly why. They were never really forward with the reasons.
Okay. And from my own kind of like putting things together, does it have any relation to the astral path?
The phrase astral path is something that you only heard a couple of times.
Okay.
And it was always in a sort of meditative context. Someone was being taken on the astral path.
Okay.
What you get the feeling is, as you start to put this together, that perhaps whatever these substances do, someone might be referring to what that is as the astral path. But you feel like you don't have a complete knowledge of what's going on here yet to really say
Okay.
that for 100%.
Okay.
Tin Man, you do recognize the gold vial. You've heard of Hero Made. You've heard the stories of folk who imbibe this particular substance. They speak of moments of pure enlightenment, of feelings of invincibility, of feeling like a hero, of delusions of grandeur, of vanquishing a pile of sticks and calling it a kingdom. It is some sort of psychedelic that is convincing people that they are shining heroes of justice and the like. Hence the name. That said, it's only barely reached your ears before you were taken out of the sky above Tyrell.
So essentially, like, you could get people to take this, do really terrible stuff, and they'll just think they're doing amazingly good stuff in their mind.
That's one possibility.
That has significant uses.
Let's slow
It has
down
dangerous
here.
uses.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to put both vials, like, back in my pocket really tightly then, as she says that.
The question, however, that arises naturally in your mind, Tin Man, you recognize the gold. There's a blue variety now?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Which is the one you pulled off your friend there? Both of them?
The gold I pulled off the ship. The blue one I just popped off Candeas there.
Pulled off the ship. The one we came in on?
Yeah.
Valen, where did you get?
It didn't have
was
more,
in
did
the
it?
Bag, wasn't it?
It was in his bag. Thank you. No, it looked like there was evidence that there was probably some dead drops made using the ship at some point, but I didn't see
Drug running.
I didn't.
And you just happened to catch the only vial? We're confident there wasn't more.
You're getting the feeling that Valen's referring to the Nautiloid, not
Yeah.
the ship you came in on, to clarify.
Oh,
I
sorry.
think I actually wrote in on the Nautiloid. I don't know. Never mind.
partly. We had a
You
toad
brought
in
it
time
in,
with
yeah.
us.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
only found the one vial, but Candeas
And you smuggled that through customs? Boy, the balls on this elf.
when you got a recognizable face, some people look the other way. But more importantly, if the crown prince is here and Candeas is and his hound Candeas is here with some new form of hero made, it's all adding up to be bad news.
You have
I don't.
I've heard
want-
stories.
Yeah.
The Giff are known for it. They conquer exotic lands and, you know, pork and pillage whatever they can get a hold on. Find some new fancy drug that was customs to the people there. Pop it up in a hookah pipe, and next thing you know, they're practically invincible in the battlefield. If the Xerixians are doing a similar method, I'd be plumb terrified of that. That kind of efficiency with that kind of effect. I still think you're crazy, Valen, but I do think you're onto something here. I don't think you're the target of their concerns, but I do think, looking over at Jade, Merger Day might benefit from some interrupting.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Let's get to booming.
We got everything on the table. No one's gonna pull anything else out of their chest pocket we didn't know. Miss Charlotte, you don't got any other secrets hiding on us? I swear, if I hear one more thing that could have been told to me 3 days ago, I'm about to pop my head off and chuck it out the window.
A few days ago, I lied by how much mail I got. I only got one message. I'm sorry.
I have this weird bump on my back. I haven't told anybody about it. Tin Man, can you look at it? It's really down low.
I'm a woman with plenty of secrets. You'll discover a couple along the way.
Well, shall we
I like this party.
be along the way then and do what we got?
Let's make it happen.
And I think I'm breaking off with Tin Man and giving him a hand doing what he's got to do.
Yep. And then Jade and Nico are heading towards the bridge.
Great.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So let's go ahead and start. Tin Man and Valen. Tin Man, where are you headed?
We are heading down below. We're gonna make our way for the region just below the bridge there.
Okay. So all of you are heading toward the bridge, but you are stopping short of the bridge, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to just assume that you're moving in two separate groups so as not to erase too much suspicion.
Sound like it?
Okay. All right. So you head off towards the bridge, but to the area just before it. What are you planning to do there?
Investigate what's down below the bridge. Get a better feel for what's down there.
Okay. You go ahead and make a couple investigation checks. I want you to make one, Nico to make one, and then both of you to make a stealth check, please. Or not Nico, sorry, Valen.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Villain, you're working with me.
A 24 and then a stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nat fail on my investigation. My mind is elsewhere right now. Stealth check.
While we're and right before as we start looking, I'm just gonna kind of like talk Tin Man's ear, and it's probably gonna throw him off. And I'm just gonna say, I didn't kill her; she was taken from me.
But I'm guessing that's not what's on the official record.
No, I have no clue what's on the official record anymore. I left so long ago.
Was that the reason why?
Part of it could be because I flew too close to the sun and drew Eye of the Emperor and was made a message for everyone else. I don't know. I do know I had nothing to do with how she died. She was taken from me. And then as
I
soon
gotta
as
say,
kind of say that, I'll be like, "Oh, look it over there," and I'll kind of point to the bridge and point out and do the investigation.
The clarity of these last hour or so, speaking with everyone, clears your mind, Valen. And just sort of getting this off your chest, you feel lighter. Tin Man, you are completely absorbed, about to respond as Valen points something out, and you're completely taken off guard. So that's why you got a natural one in your investigation.
Fair.
The moment Valen points out, you can see from your angle, you're sort of coming up on the left side of the bridge over this way, and you can see that there seems to be some scaffolding placed underneath the bridge, as if occasionally used for repairs. The water is pretty high, but it is about 90 feet below that scaffolding. So getting up there would take a really good jump, some sort of flight, or maybe teleportation. Um, but the reason the water is high is, you know, that as the Rock of Brawl, the way they maintain their water supply is they fly in glaciers, or large ice asteroids that literally melt in this lake. You could see the top third of one still in the midst of melting. It seems to have been replaced probably a month or so ago. So the water is quite high right now.
Kind of looking it over a minute, hearing what he was saying. Tim Man still kind of lost in thought for a second. You're definitely an astral elf, but I'll admit I haven't met a Xerixian with quite as much thoughtfulness as you.
You know, that's probably what they would say is my downfall.
So I agree with you personally. I not too fond of these assassination type deals, but I also agree this probably is our best bet out of here. Putting my cards on the table, I have been informed by a cohort of my pappies that if Andrew is taken care of, we may have a second pair of eyes kind of helping guide the escape. One way or another, it's got to happen.
Yeah, we're gonna need
But
it too.
But I do agree with you. I'm not looking to take out any more than is necessary, and I'm not looking to hurt any more than is necessary. So that scaffolding up there, that's purely for maintenance. It ain't structural. If something were to happen to it, it wouldn't affect the bridge, although it would be convenient if something were to happen to it. I'm thinking grab ourselves a little bit of kerosene, douse it up. We light that thing up just a little bit before the bombs are set to go off. One, nice little distraction, structurally speaking. Two, anyone who's underneath it will have a few minutes to get away. They see the fire, they ain't going to be hanging out underneath it none. UART kind of point out across the lake there. This whole area is going to be lined up with boats. Everybody looking to get a look up. At the very least, we can get a nice clear line, the fire acting as a guide out. Ain't no one's going to want to be under it. We set that up.
Yeah,
I can light that up within a minute of the bombs going off. That'll clear us out, and that'll be just a few more heads not hurt.
Yeah, and I'm going to start looking around and trying to find a place to secure some flammable liquids and ways of helping.
And we're lucky
location
the extra little bit of
comes to mind.
smoke there. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, we're lucky the little extra bit of smoke there will provide more smoke for our plan. The less is visible, probably the better.
Burn tires. All right.
Burning rubber. All right. So you've come to the determination that you want to set these on fire just about a minute before the explosion goes off. And Valen, you're thinking of a few places to go to get some sort of flammable liquid to make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, so just about anywhere, any sort of magical knickknack shop worth its salt is going to carry Alchemist's Fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy it under a different name.
What name? It's not often I get to say that.
What's their name, player?
Of Tommy Two Times.
Tommy, okay.
Are you sure it's not Johnny Lawnshanks?
No, that's so funny you say that.
So Tommy 2 times.
Tommy Two Times buys all this alchemist powder.
All right, so you will get 3 flasks of Alchemist Fire,
Yeah,
and it'll cost you about 10 silver.
easy. I hand it over to him.
Many thanks, Mr. 2 times.
Thank you.
Do I recognize you?
I get that a lot.
One of those faces.
Yeah, and I give him like the smile.
Make a persuasion check.
Like I can't even fight it, even when I'm trying.
Or a deception, rather. Yeah, deception.
Okay, 1 second.
It'll probably be better than that 7 in persuasion.
Think you should make him take the 7? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. The tabaxi sort of lifts the glasses. Oh, no, never mind. I thought you were that racer fellow. You're a little older than that. Take your alchemist fire. Have a good day.
Thank you. And
Valen is gonna turn into Tony Hawk, where it's like nobody can actually recognize him. Man, you like an older Tony Hawk. Thanks. I am.
God, you look just like Valenio say, just older.
And as I have them and I'm walking out, I'm like, I'm getting old. And like every elf's like biggest fear is getting old because they like live for so long, you know. So like when it's visible, it's like a big thing when people can.
It's probably been like 100 years since his last Grand Prix at this point. Like people have died in that time.
And then I'm like, I'm getting old. Oh my gosh! And it's like an awakening for me. I'm just like, oh, and like kind of shake it off and make my way back to Tin Man.
All right, Jade and Nico. You walk parallel, but not quite with the other two. You were heading to the bridge, correct? To set your
No.
charges? No?
I'm heading to my dead drop.
Oh, yes. Silly me.
Yeah, Calvin can just fast forward. Like, why can we just say we did the dead drop and head towards the bridge?
Unless there was something at the dead drop to be investigated.
Yeah, it seems very particular that it is where, the fires happen, where Elodra was. Because Jade would be really sad and like scared of that. But hey.
No, fair. Let's do it.
You head that direction, and you find the very same longhouse that was burned down, with the group of you narrowly escaping. Nico, you had gone to the rat's nest, correct? Or who was that with Tin Man?
Yeah, no, because I Kool-Aid Man through the wall.
Yep.
No, the rat's nest, the tavern. Sit down and shut up, lady.
No, that was not me. That was Czar
okay.
and that was Czar and
That's
Tin
right, it was
Man.
Czar.
That was Czar.
Okay.
Because Czar got an amazing mustache that day.
Yeah, Czar got an amazing. Okay, so as you're looking around for signs of the dead drop, trying to casually downplay the rising anxiety, you notice a small white paw mark on the cellar door next to the building that had burned down. So you can see it's just on one of the doors.
Jade's going to lean in and investigate that paw mark.
All right, you can see that it seems to be a rat's paw. And you, as you look, go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please. You notice the location that the rat's paws in, the way its toes are splayed, they follow marks in the wood that array out to the edge of a small compartment that lifts out. The compartment being made of a stone that looks remarkably like the wood that it was stacked up against. And inside, you do see a what cordially or what kindly looks like a bunch of silver spheres taped together.
Impressive.
Nico,
Glad, like, if Nico had a smile, it would be from ear to ear. I will stuff them in my bag of holding.
Nico, as you lift this up, you realize that while there is tape, some tape used to keep it, there's a small sphere in the center that seems to be holding it all together. It almost seems as though Arno cracked your gravity.
Ooh.
And you realize you can just take these off and place them where you need them.
Clever.
I have a girl.
There seems to be about 12 of them.
All right. I will. I'll put those. I'll look at Jade and say, "Do you mind if I hold on to these?"
one.
You may hold on to one. One.
She knows what happens when you and me
One?
get together with them.
Aww. But Mom.
If we finish early, you could have another.
Well, I'm just saying we're gonna need all of them to finish this.
Yeah, exactly. So you get one.
Fine.
We're going to see Arnott. I'm sure she could make more. Of course, you'll have to do a favor. I had to give quite a heavy favor for her to join us. I wonder what you'll have to give.
Ooh.
Nico starts actually thinking like, do I still have a tab? I can't remember.
Myself a tab.
Later.
You've been working with
Nico's
Arnott.
literally, because Nico shops there all the time, so he's kind of like, I don't think I owe her anything. So, anyways, and I'll just he gives the 11 over, puts the one in his bag, and said, "How can he blow up a bridge? Really want to see what these do."
I do too, but please place them strategically. We're only going to have one shot. And as, they start walking, I would assume.
And
Yes.
Nico will look at her like as like, I'm offended that you think I wouldn't do this strategically. I am a consummate professional, my dear. Destruction is my game.
Oh, I've seen your professionalism, Nico.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Like he is. He is genuinely a professional, but he's also got the mentality of a 10-year-old.
Pretty cool, isn't it? So you continue your discussion as you head towards the bridge. As you approach, you can see that they're doing their absolute best and doing pretty well to blend in and not be super, despite how they look, obvious. Valen with his very bright vest and Tin Man generally standing out insofar that he kind of doesn't. Like, he almost fits too well.
There's just like a gap in the crowd right next to me because he's so short.
exactly. You just see the top of a hat. But you
Hey, Valen,
notice,
where's that?
yeah, you notice them trolling around the underneath the bridge there. Jade, you of course have already gathered this information, the same information they have. It's going to be some sort of a jump unless you climb down from the bridge itself to get onto that scaffolding to place these. So as we go to start putting this plan into place, I think now is a perfect time for us to take a break, or not take a break, take a few week break, and we will call it there for the night.
Hey,
A
great
break? Okay, so we're gonna keep
episode.
going afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
But yeah,
great
I think that's
episode,
pretty cool
guys.
for the night.
Hey, thanks for everyone that tuned in. Thanks for everyone on Twitch and on YouTube. This was the most viewers we've had for our episode. Thank you so much. We are so appreciative of you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button wherever it's at. Show us some love and go check out some great merch at Adam's Family at Etsy.com.
That's ATOMZ.
Adams with a Z. Mark, take us away, buddy.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all my wonderful players for being incredible and wonderful in your own ways. Don't